In this video, I'm going to show you what I found at an estate sale to resell the items back on Amazon. We might also go to a thrift store. It's around 6:30 here, and we ended up getting to this estate sale first, actually, which I was pretty surprised about. When I was looking at the pictures, the items looked extremely good, and they looked like they were all in one spot. It felt like the whole city was going to be here, but I guess not. This starts at 10. What I usually do is I go on estatesales.net. I do some research beforehand, so we did around 30 minutes of research to find this sale. I know exactly what items I want, I know what room they're in, so we're going to try to be the first one in there and make some good profit. We might go to a thrift store afterwards. So this sale opens at 10. Until then, I have my laptop. We're going to do some online arbitrage stuff, probably a coffee shop, and we'll be back here before 10. And probably next clip, you're gonna see what I ended up finding. Alright, so we just got breakfast. It is 9:40 a.m. Got some breakfast, got some online arbitrage stuff done, reviewed some of Roseanne's leads. She's my virtual assistant. She hit her profit goal for the week of 2,300 potential profit in purchases and in inventory sent in. So super stoked about that. Made a couple purchases myself. So things are going really well. We're at the estate sale. There's almost nobody here, which is actually like super crazy. It's super raining, not super nice, but this sale looks really good. So I'm a little confused. It's definitely happening today, but I will let you know what we end up finding. So it's around 2 hours later. We did extremely well at that sale, and something pretty strange happened in there. So I have all this stuff, like a ton of different items in the box. This printer, they kind of priced up the printer, let's be honest, but I said that I had the printer, and then there were two items that didn't have a price tag on them. One of them wasn't for sale, so they're like, yeah, we can't sell that to you. And I'm like, all right. But then they just charged me for the printer and one other electronic. So I'm super confused on that because, like, I have a lot of electronics in there. So I'm kind of curious what you guys would do. I thought, in my opinion, if they're charging me a certain amount, maybe they thought they were way overcharging me for the printer, because this printer, they charged $225 for it, but it's a really expensive printer. It's around $560, sells quickly. We'll probably have to merch fulfill it, but that's like $240 profit. And then good news as well, I also discovered that, let's just open the box here, they actually have this ink in there as well, like easily an $80 to $100 ink, completely new. It is expired, unfortunately, so that'll mark the price down just a little bit, but that was kind of just an add-in there. So the big printer, around $245 profit. The ink, around $55 profit, probably on eBay. The next thing that we have is we have this Canon PowerShot 100 HS. And so this one is just like this, just little camera in the case. I might have to buy a charger for it, but that one looks to be selling for around $255 in used condition. So that's gonna be around $229 profit. Absolutely incredible. This next item is the 𝗖𝗄 6Pro. I don't even know exactly what it is, but these are selling on eBay for anywhere between like $90 and $120. So it looks like it's gonna be like $75 profit. It was literally plugged in and worked just fine. That's gonna be like another $75 profit. They charged me $15 for this one. That's the profit after what I paid for that. The next one, these two we found like an hour into the sale, but these are 3D glasses by Epson for like the theater. Each one is going to be around $25 to $30 profit. On Amazon, it looks like there's none in stock, so we'll have to check the 𝗖cie to see if we can get any more. The last thing that I'm going to show you is absolutely incredible, but we're not quite there yet. We got this phone battery. This one is also out of stock on Amazon. I'm thinking we can get like $35 profit for that. And then also we have this Canon PhotoShot FBA 4000. This one also looks like it's gonna be around $100 profit. So just absolutely incredible profit today. The last two items are absolutely incredible. We ended up finding two Nintendo 3DSs. This one is aqua blue, and this one is flame red. These are gonna be $153 and $190 profit. Absolutely a ton of profit today. Probably my best estate sale ever. So in total, that was $1,137 profit. Really good sale. We still have the next thrift store to go to, so let's see what we can find. So I drove about 20 minutes from where I was at to a mountain town, and it's May and it's snowing, so that's pretty cool. But I get here and they are closed due to weather. So I've had really bad luck with this thrift store. Last time I went, they were closed due to staff training. Just pretty unfortunate with that. I think I'm gonna try to thrift a little bit more, but we'll drive back into the city and see if I can hit another 1 or 2 thrift stores. I ended up pulling my laptop out to kind of see what thrift stores I should go to that I haven't been to in a long time, and I decided to check for some of my replens doing eBay to Amazon. I ended up purchasing some Blu-ray players. Those ended up being over 100% ROI, $280 profit, so super happy with that. We're gonna drive back into the city and hit another 2 thrift stores and then probably call it a day. All right, next thrift store done. We were only in there around 20 minutes, thankfully, because we drove to a thrift store that wasn't open before. We didn't scan the books, but we did see this book set here. It's the Second World War book set of paperback. It's around $100 set. It was $4 after fees and everything. It's gonna be around $68 profit. Super great ROI. It's gonna be a slow seller for sure. So let's see what we can find at the next one. All right, so another store. We got in and out of there in around a half hour. Took maybe 10 minutes to drive there. We found this Pixar photo framer thing. They go for around $120. We purchased it for $8 after tax and everything. After fees, that's gonna be around $88 profit. We're happy with the ROI on that. On to the next one. All right, next thrift store. I was literally in there for 10 minutes. Found absolutely nothing. Very small store. Thankfully, it's on the way to another store, but the other store is also a small store, so we'll see if there's anything there. All right, we went to the other small thrift store. We actually made a mistake. We purchased this for $3. It's like a Pet Armor Plus thing for cats. So apparently it has an expiration date that I did not see. So we will either liquidate it for the same amount, or I'll probably just take the loss, honestly. So rip. And then these, I got 2 of these little pet safe harnesses. They're gonna be about $8 each. That store wasn't that great, just a ton of low dollar stuff. There was a printer in there that would have sold for like $50 very quickly, 10K rank in office, but it was used. I would have had to bubble wrap it and get it all secure, and they were wanting $20 for it. So to bubble wrap a printer for like $25 profit just sucks. Funny story though, when I used to do books, I would do next door pickups, and my car was full of books, and so I'd want to scan the books. And one time I came here literally and I put my books on top of that thing and scanned, and the people at that restaurant were like, what on earth is this person doing on our stove? Yeah, just funny story. One last thrift store, and then we're gonna head home. All right, guys, we were in that store for quite a while, and when it rains, it pours to be super punny because it's been raining all day here, which is super weird for Colorado. I'm gonna start with the least profitable item first and work our way up. We found some absolute bangers. This one completely made up for some of the other thrift stores being a little bit dry. This one is gonna be an eBay sale. It's a Magic Trackpad. On Amazon, it looks like it's restricted, but this is gonna be around $23 profit for a $4 buy cost. We like that. The next one is this Roomba iRobot charger. So these you can sell used on Amazon. It's gonna be around $42 bucks. They gave it to me for $3, so that's gonna be $29 profit. And then next we found this fully digital messaging system. I don't know. Yeah, I think we're gonna sell that as new. It should sell for around $75, so around $58 profit after fees. This one again was only $3, so that's incredible. Really good deal on that one. Great ROI. And then if you can't see in the background, we'll start with this one first. We ended up finding a 𝗠𝗲𝗃. I don't know how to say it. 𝗠𝗲𝗃 coffee maker. This one looks like it's gonna sell pretty quick. It's not in new condition. It's gonna be in used condition, but it still has like the packaging with like some of the styrofoam and stuff to make it look good and nice. Should sell for around $165 and end up being around $115 profit. And then last but not least, the most profitable item of this thrift trip, at least this store anyways, is this Epson workforce printer. I was able to plug it in. It turns on. Seems like it works. It has some paperwork to show that it was serviced recently. It's gonna be a pain to bubble wrap, but like last thrift store, we found a printer similar to it. We weren't gonna do it for $25, but this one actually sells in new condition for $430. In used condition, we're assuming we could sell for $300. So not 100% sure if it's going to sell for that or for more. Oftentimes in these situations it sells for more. So we'll see. If it sells for $300, that's going to be $230 profit. So this thrift store was $455 potential profit. Really good way to end the day. I'm absolutely exhausted. We're about 10 minutes from home. Gonna take a shower. It's around 5:30 p.m. here. And when we get back, I'm going to give you a little breakdown of how much we spent, how much time we spent, and how much potential profit we have. All right, so we made it home. We ended up spending that $33 on gas. That was today. That was also the thrift trip I did earlier this week where I went to 4 stores. And then I went to coffee and did work 3 times this week. So it was for that. Also in the meantime, I checked my phone for some eBay to Amazon replens, and I ended up making 2 purchases. One was for like a coin sorter. Another one was a pump. I think it was like $75 profit and $90 profit. So really good icing on the cake, probably more that I could check pretty soon here. But yeah, let's get into all of the total profit, total time spent, and total spent. She wants to rustle. All right, so we spent $325. This is gonna be around $1,761 of potential profit. Super stoked for that. That's an above average day, definitely. Once we got to the sale, and I was the first one in there, and I was just able to grab both of the Nintendo DS's. I knew we needed to go for a record of how much we sourced in a day, but $1,700 in profit. In total for the sale, we spent 3.5 hours. So that includes the research beforehand. We researched exactly what sale to go to, what rooms everything was in. We got there super early, so we were number 1 in there. And we also did the sale and organized everything. So that was 3.5 hours. We thrifted around 5 hours. So we ended up spending around 8.5 hours. We made $1,761 in profit, so that comes out to around $205 an hour sourcing. We're gonna have to prep all this stuff. Unfortunately, this black printer is gonna be a bit of a pain, and we're gonna have to figure out how to ship that big printer as well. Overall, those are like $200 profit purchases. We can figure it out. So I'm super happy with how that day went really well. It's not always gonna go this well, but definitely estate sales are a really good opportunity, especially in the summer, because there's garage sales happening. And so basically that spreads the people out a little bit and makes the estate sales and garage sales a little bit better. But if you're into that, feel free to subscribe. I have a lot more content about this. I mean, I mostly do online arbitrage, but thrifting and doing some of this as well is a lot of fun. Really nice for the cash flow. I also have a free Discord if you want to connect with me more. And with that said, hope you guys have a great rest of your day and take care.